Welcome to Senior Strategies. I'm Amy Decker, Director of Client Services with Senior Helpers. You may notice that my dear friend and co-host Shane Silver is not with us today. Possibly you were able to view her video last week where she was talking more about things that are going on in her life right now as a caregiver. She cares for her parents. Her mother has dementia and her father has some physical ailments in aging as a senior. Shane is going through some personal things right now, and she has decided to take a break from that so that she can focus more on her health and her happiness as well as her family. We always encourage caregivers to keep from getting into caregiver burnout. And I believe that that is where Shane is right now. We say you can't pour from an empty vessel, and her vessel is getting empty. So we look forward to her posts. She's going to keep us on her journey. She's going to keep us updated on what's going on with her life. We do wish her the best. And we say bravo to you, Shane, for taking a stand to do such a thing and make such a decision. So no better way to keep from getting caregiver burnout than possibly finding a really good adult daycare center so that you can get the respite that you need. And today we're going to be talking to our friends at the Volen Center. The interesting thing about the Volen Center, which makes it so unique, is they pair caring for seniors with also caring for children. So we want you to come back so that you can watch the beauty of this. I think you're really going to love this show. You won't want to miss it. See you soon. Welcome to Senior Strategies, Tools for the Caregiver with Amy Decker and Shane Silver. Join us on each show where you're going to enjoy a lively conversation that's going to connect you to the tools and resources that you'll need to coordinate care for the seniors in your life. We are so happy that you joined us. Hi, welcome back to Senior Strategies. Like we had talked about, there's no better way to find respite for yourself than to be able to find a really great adult daycare. And the beauty of the Volen Center is they mix daycare with childcare, and it's going to be a beautiful experience. We want to share that with you today. But first, we would like to introduce you to those that have put this wonderful event together, who they are and what they do. And we'll start with you, John.
Okay, John Sawdon. I'm the outreach coordinator for the Volen Center. I do things like this, reach out in the community so people understand who we are and what we do, because our motto is together we make community happen. So we have various projects, which I'll go into a little bit later, but that's what I do here with the programs. And then we have Kim.
Hi, I'm Kim Lovito. I'm the nursing director of adult daycare and the nurse registry for the Volen Center. We, again, make community happen. We make sure that our seniors that come here for adult daycare have a quality day when they come visit us.
And what are some of the services that you do offer here at the Volen Center?
The Volen Center offers congregate meal service. It offers programming service, meaning like case management. It offers adult daycare. It offers transportation service.
That's great. And then, of course, then we have the specialty.
I'm Ellyn Okrent, and I'm the CEO at the Volen Center. And we are very excited to have opened a child care center, an early education center at the Volen Center. And it's really a very, very, very special place to see and to feel and to experience, because our littles are just having a blast with the seniors, and I think the seniors are
enjoying it just as much. And how did you come up with this concept?
Well, the CEOs in this community, the nonprofit sector, works very, very, very closely together, and we really have become each other's support. And the CEO here, Liz Lugo, and I, are friends. And she said, "So you want to move in?" And I said, "So you want to help me raise the money?" And we raised enough money to open this project.
Wow.
And in less than a year, we raised $100,000 thanks to the Brain Bowl. The Brain Bowl raises money for Alzheimer's and dementia services.
I was a part of that several times, yeah.
What a better way to meet the needs of the people that are suffering from, brain disease and Alzheimer's, than to give them a purpose and to give them the opportunity to spend time with children and get to know them. These kids are here every day.
Tell me more about the kids. Where did these children come from?
Well, the vast majority, Fuller Center has been here for 53 years, and we started out serving immigrant children that were picking corn with their parents out in the fields. And
Wow.
our community has changed drastically, and we went from there to being a Head Start center serving children in poverty. And Boca has changed again, and now really our focus area is serving young, struggling families. They're identified by the United Way as ALICE, asset limited, income constrained but employed. Those families who really can't afford quality early education,
Mm-hmm.
but if they don't have a place for their children, then they can't go to work.
Right.
And they really are the foundation and the support of our local economy.
And what ages?
We started with early education
Mhm.
53 years ago. We now are serving from birth
Oh,
to end of life.
wow.
as we are here.
Right.
But
Full circle.
we have an early childhood program. We have a private elementary school. We have after
Wow.
school for kindergarten through 8th grade. We have a very active teen leadership program. We have a volunteer and mentor program. We have an intergenerational program that we
Wow.
do together. And we're kicking off our Living Our Legacy program, where we're going to look for seniors who need a purpose and want connectivity with each other.
That's
so
wonderful.
that they can really have a quality, purposeful lifestyle
Sure.
with and network with like-minded people.
Sure. And like we had talked about previously too, everyone has to wake up with a purpose. If you don't have a purpose, it gets very depressing. And so giving them all these options is a wonderful thing. And if we have viewers out there and they wanted to get their family members involved, how would they get in contact? What would be the best?
They can reach
contact?
out to the Fuller Center. They
Okay.
must reach out to Fuller Center FL. There is a Fuller Center, a housing project in Georgia. That's not us. We are fullercenterfl.org.
And what's the phone number?
And the phone number is 561-391-7274. And you would ask for the volunteer coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
But what I really want to say is, because of what we do at the Fuller Center and what the Volen Center does so well,
Mm-hmm.
the synergy is perfect. And if we go back in history just a bit, the Fuller Center 53 years ago and the Volen Center 53 years ago were brought together by the same donors and community advocates.
Oh.
And this was at one point one agency. And then they broke apart, where one took on the elderly
The
population,
seniors, right.
and we took on
The children.
the children.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's just a great opportunity to get children together with the seniors, and they benefit each other. So the things that the seniors know that, they can benefit to the children, and the children bring them happiness.
We opened our doors in October, so we're only a few months old, and we're, at full speed. But we brought our kids in, and one of the questions we didn't ask is if they spoke English or not.
Oh.
So what happened is we had 28
Oh.
children here,
And what language were
and
they
they
speaking?
spoke Russian and Portuguese. And my staff spoke Spanish, Creole, and English.
Oh boy.
And we thought we had a handful of very special needs, unique ability children, because they were not getting
Responding.
It was
No.
So we came running out to the Volen staff and said, I know you have seniors here who can help us. Who speaks Russian and who speaks Portuguese?
And you found that.
Into our classroom, they came, and if
Translated.
that didn't happen, we probably wouldn't have been able to function.
Wow.
The kids learned immediately.
Wow.
And the bond was created based on something that we didn't even anticipate.
So where did you get the gaggle of children that speak Russian and Portuguese? They all were within a community and just came together. Wow.
We have two large centers, 2 6-acre campuses here in southern Palm Beach County.
Mm-hmm.
We serve about 52 or 42 zip code areas
Mm-hmm.
who bring their children. So when they said, do you have an opening? Yeah, we'll have an opening at the Volen Center.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we filled, but we didn't know children weren't going to speak English.
That is an interesting
That's pretty
story.
funny.
Yeah. And what about for you? What kind of challenges or
So adult daycare can always be challenging. The facility here in East Boca has a capacity of 102.
Oh,
We have about 50 a day that come in to have a quality day, have a good time, not sit at home in front of the TV. Occasionally on the adult daycare side, the children will come down. They've come through and done parades.
Aw,
They
I
love
bet.
it. The seniors love it because I think a lot of them don't have little kids in their lives, and
Mhm.
maybe the little kids don't have seniors in
Right.
their lives. So they get a chance to communicate and really socialize.
And those with dementia too, you know, when I do a baby therapy thing as well, and when you bring the baby dolls or you bring the children in, it opens a part of their brain that it just brings such a loving memory to them. For some don't want anything to do with them.
Those with neurocognitive disorders, a lot of times we have a few baby dolls down there
Yeah.
that it's comforting to them. They will sit and talk to them. They will take care of them. It's usually the women, not so much the men. Occasionally I'll have a gentleman that will take care of the baby, but it's soothing for them.
It's
something
soothing.
they remember.
Yes.
And that's a lot of what we do down
I love
there.
that. How about you, John?
Gosh.
What are some of your challenges or any favorite story that you want to share with
our
us?
babies are a little older.
They're a little older.
And we have a lot of folks who come to me and they'll tap me on the shoulder and say, Mr. John, thank you for the Volen Center.
Aw.
You saved my life. And we have a lot of folks who they would just sit
that's
home and look at the
sweet.
wall and they would have nothing else to do.
Mhm.
So when we reach out to the community, we're always trying to get programs. We have dancing, we have bingo, we
I
have
love
hot
it.
lunch, we have discussion groups, we go out to restaurants, stuff that they love doing. And they actually, when they're in the hospital, some of them, they can't wait to come back
Aw.
to see their Volen
Mhm.
family. And one of the projects we're putting together now for the community is hurricane boxes for seniors.
Oh,
And we're going to have about
great idea.
10,000 of these boxes to deliver to various communities
Mhm.
and as well as our 6 lunch sites.
Mm,
So I'm looking for volunteers who can spend a few Saturdays
great.
taking these boxes with our buses and delivering them to these units or wherever we're going.
Mhm.
And that would be a big help.
And how do they get in touch with you?
They can call me at 561-395-8920,
And ask for.
John. And once we get the date set, we'll be able to say, you can come on out and help
Mhm.
and do these kind of things. So that's what we're doing here. And that's what I like doing because I'm from the hospitality industry. So this is just an extension
Sure.
for me to reach out to these folks.
But I remember at one point you were offering transportation for seniors outside of the Volen Center. So if somebody lived at home and needed to get to a doctor's appointment, or do you still offer that?
It's free.
It is. That's what I thought. Okay.
It's South Palm Beach County.
South Palm Beach County. That's a great service.
And then we have 6 meal sites.
Oh.
We do about 6,000 meals a month for seniors. And during
And who puts those all together?
we have a staff, and then I have volunteers at all these sites. I have close to 100 volunteers at these
So you
meal
could still
sites.
have people volunteer if they wanted to.
Oh yeah,
Great.
yes, definitely.
That's
We always
great.
extra hands.
Nice.
We call them volunteers.
Oh, that's cute.
And so over the past 7 or 8 years, because of our volunteers, we've saved about $2.8 million in employee costs. So they are a big help to us. So if you're out there and you want to volunteer, find something you love.
That's a
and do
huge
it.
pay it forward.
It is.
Mhm.
And I have people all the time who say that I want to pay it forward
Aw.
and help out.
We can always use volunteers in the adult daycares.
Great.
If you want to do storytelling, if you have a talent like a musical instrument or singing,
Great.
we love when people volunteer.
Great. Well, thank you. We are excited now to go on and watch hands-on what happens with the seniors and the children. We're going to have some fun.
The Fuller Center serves over 600 children every single day. We pick up from 14 local elementary schools. We serve 1,800 meals every single day to make sure that our children get the nutrition that they need while they're in our care. We serve children from 6 weeks old all the way through age 22. And then we're starting to serve elderly or seniors who want to make a difference and have a purpose. So that's what we do in partnership with the entire community.
So now we have Miss Ellyn here, and she has been with the Volen Center for how many years?
It's going on 3 years.
Going on 3 years. What do you do when you come here, Ellyn?
I enjoy the friendship of my people around me.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned about people all around the world I
Wow.
never knew about. and their background and their culture. And it's interesting because it opens my horizon.
Aw.
And the second best thing is the coffee.
Is the coffee. There you go. And then the third best thing is you're making a difference and making smiles on everybody else's face, aren't you?
You think so?
I think so.
Okay, I'll buy that.
You're giving me a reason to smile today.
I like that idea.
Good.
I enjoy the children. I read to them. And I also participate. I was crayoning with them before. Very lovely kids. And they like you because I give out lollipops.
Oh, good for
I'm
you.
the lollipop lady. What
That's
can I
cute.
tell you?
That's sweet. Well, thank you so much for everything.
My pleasure.
We get
The
together.
more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be.
Thank you for joining us today on Senior Strategies. We hope that you found the tools and the strategies that we offered you beneficial for your journey as a caregiver. We want you to leave today feeling empowered and supported.
Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for upcoming shows and events. For more information, to schedule a consultation, or to join a support group, please contact us at 561-800-6654.
And remember the strategies
And tools you can use
to make your journey easier.